The forgiveness of Christ becomes the new foundation and new creation for us to trust. Everybody has a moral whiteboard, right? You say a lie, you get a little tick mark. You say a bad word, you get a tick mark. You yell at someone in traffic, you get a tick mark. And then you come back at night and you're like, Lord, forgive me for the cuss word, and you envision him wiping it off. And then because you feel, I promise I'll never do it again. And that way he'll wipe off all three of them. And so we use this sort of scaling to try to apologize to God and then get his forgiveness. And that's not what the gospel has done. The gospel has actually made a way for something far more profound and far more sufficient than that. That when Jesus went to the cross, and he brought forgiveness once and for all mankind. That is what the Bible actually says. The question is, how do we learn to live and receive and trust in that? When we withhold or we don't learn how to live in forgiveness, we will not experience what we have been created to experience. And that is reconciliation, that we are together and connected. The forgiveness of Christ that was given on the cross is a way for us to have a whole new way to relate to God, to be able to stand before him and to be rightly related. This doesn't mean you got away with it. It means you are rightly related. People are always afraid of forgiveness. Well, if God forgives me, that means I can do what I want. My wife loves me and she trusts me implicitly. So let me ask you a question. Is that something to be taken advantage of? Or is that something precious that you want to steward really, really well? That's what forgiveness is. That's the invitation that we receive even in the commissioning here. Our forgiveness is the thing that removes anything that separates us from the kind of relationships that we are meant for with God and with every other person and really into the world.